is. But hey.
Sounds cold.
Either way, we are getting into the game. SG-1 versus 2sTroNk. This is our lower bracket final. Thank you guys for tuning in. Should be a good one here. And both these teams from EU, so they've done some pretty good stuff in cross-Atlantic play here today.
We are on EU servers. You let them play at whatever ping they so choose. We'll see what it goes for our finals. I'll probably be on the NAs for those, but the team waiting for them in the grand finals is Nubris. This is a best-of-3 between SG-1 and 2sTroNk in the GGEU number 15. God, I'm just going to stop. GGNA number 15. So thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We're going to kick it off on Kings Row. What do you see there on the defense?
Up from defense coming out from the SG-1 side, it's going to be Seda here on the Lucio, Mafu on Farah, Himsy on the Reaper, Fraggy on Reinhardt, Lazay, of course, on the Mercy, and Zappa's going to be in the 76. And Zappa's the 76 is deceptively good with how he's played it. He has been a great hit scan player for SG-1, and I think him really stepping up his play has been a big reason as to why SG-1 has had better success as of late.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you there. It's just been a totally different level of play, and it's absolutely necessary now. Every team kind of has to have that hit scan ace, and definitely on 76 for sure. Now, offensively, I think they're going to run this offensive Hanzo. It has definitely been a thing lately. The Sonic Arrow comes out. We'll see if he switches off it. He does switch. Boo. Mineral will be on Lucio, Sieni on Farah, Ruster on Reinhardt, Icefelt on Zarya, Manitin on Roadhog, Zave on the Mercy. So, triple tank here.
Off right now, looking for 2 kills here from SG-1 in the very beginning. And that's going to spell an end here to the offense. I mean, the offense, you lose one person, you can still maybe poke. 2 people, it's bad. And it's going from bad to worse as they are chasing it down. Himsy's so far deep. Really well supported, though. Able to get both Saini and Icefelt. He's going to have Death Blossom for the next fight, X. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage done early on, and he's going to be able to feast. They're running this triple tank. If Sieni's not getting damage done, they're going to really just have to rely on Manitin to get the damage done, too. I mean, that's one of the downsides of running this triple tank. Now, it is not traditional, like, super triple tank in the traditional way of tanks, but...
Himsy right now is going the Wraith form out. Will have Death Blossom up in just a moment. Doesn't want to go for it just now, and for good reason. Offense pretty well grouped up at the moment. He doesn't have Wraith form, though, so I think he's bit off a little bit more than he can chew. He's going to get hooked in, and he's going to get Wraith form up at the very end. So a little bit dicey here between the offense and defense as they both fight on the point. Himsy and Zappa so able to get the 2 kills they need to get, and Res comes in from Zave. Won't be enough. I don't know about this Res. I feel like they're in such a bad position. They might not be able to turn it. Himsy certainly able to get to the back line. Not the worst, though, from the offense. They do get 2 kills off the res. They're still pushing, but I just don't know if this is a quality push at the moment.
No, I mean, they're sustaining now. Manitin gets a nice hook. He's going to have help from Zarya. They're going to be able to kind of stay in this fight over the top.
Barrage comes from back, is able to take out Zappas, and Sandy has slowly been getting pick after pick here, and they will put it on their back. It wasn't looking great to begin with, but if you looked at how that developed, Sandy got a pick here, got a pick there, and eventually they wore down SG-1, so even though it looked a bit sketchy for a bit, they're able to pull it through in their favor.
Yeah, they're extremely far forward right now. What you really want to do in this situation is get your Zarya and Farah up front so that you can get the charge to charge up the combo. Of course, Barrage is going to be a little bit away. Icefelt is nearing a Graviton, though.
Yep, Graviton will be on the menu here in just a moment. Icefeld not going to have the biggest follow-through for it, though. Saini's not going to have Brush for a while. There's not going to be Sound Barrier for a while either. He's going to have to be his own follow-up if he goes for it, but you can always save it too. There's nothing saying you have to just use his Zarya ult when you get it up. Meanwhile, though, the defense is fully loaded when it comes to ults. They can Sound Barrier right into the offense if they want to do so, and we might see that sooner than we might think.
Yeah, well, you know, a quality follow-up actually to the Graviton is actually giving Ruster a allied shield and letting him WM1 into it. We've seen a Reinhardt just chunk away at Gravitons.
Here comes the Sound Barrier. The Graviton comes out just to keep people from rushing that in, and oh my goodness, Mafu gets charged right back by Ruster. That is quite the response from the offense. They get 3 kills. They're bringing it right to 2sTroNk. Ruster, here comes the Earth Shatter off the Resurrection, knocks 3 down. They get up, they go right back down. Barrage comes in over the top here from the Mafu, not going to get what he wants. And offense should be able to keep on the card, even though it was a little bit bloodier than they would have liked.
They're only 3 up right now, but they do take down Fraggy, who is the only thing standing in their way. They're going to have Manitin with his Deadeye up for their next push. Now, I think defense, I don't know if they can get here in time. There's only 3 on the card, so they could be able to get up here and stall. Looks like they're not going to be able to get here. Maybe.
I don't know about that. It was too decisive from the offense. We'll see though. Himsy gets into the back, takes out Sadie without Death Blossom. Now he could just drop right down.
Yeah,
Not
now
going to
fine.
go for it.
Yeah, for sure. Fine.
Or two in the cart though, so not the worst. The Sharon though comes down from Fraggy, knocks down 2. He's gonna charge right in off that ice felt. It doesn't matter if you're charged up, you get smashed against the wall. 3 kills here from the defense. They're gonna hold.
Yeah, so they are able to get onto the cart, stall it out. I mean, it's a really nice kill early from Himsy there to make sure that they're going to be able to hold the cart. And they want to fight here because they want the cart to start pushing back. Now, this push on the second bend is a little more offensive favored. You do have areas where you can flank. Himsy is creeping around this corner. He knows that they want to come over top. They might be trying to bait in here.
Well, Himsy right now, he wants to get a good Death Blossom. You don't want to force it, but at some point you do have to go in. Oh my goodness, Ruster just giving him free shots if you want to go for it, but he has patience. Goes to the back line. Death Blossom on the way, gets a double kill, and Mercy not able to get forward for Rez. That's going to be another full team wipe here for SG-1. Well calculated coming up from them, and a great use of Death Blossom.
So patient, Himsy. I mean, I think his play overall, I mean, SG-1, we've mentioned, has gotten better and better every time we've seen them. They've gotten better since the beta came back online and officially released. I think in no small part because of Himsy. This is a team that used to be carried a lot by their tanks, and you see Fraggy go off on it. And Himsy, when he plays the second tank, also very good. I think Himsy's play on DPS especially has gotten miles better.
All right, Deadeye right now coming out here from the defense, Maniton. I'm not sure he's going to get too much from this. No, he gets taken out by the defensive Deadeye instead. Zappis, the fastest gun in the West. Zave goes down from defense again. They're going to hold out here, and I don't know. I'm not really sure I like how the offense dealt with the Deadeyes there, as they are going to move right forward. Seda picking up the double kill towards the end. SG-1, they hold one more time. They actually are looking at a hold right before second, which would be huge.
This is the last good push coming out from 2sTroNk here, because they have Graviton, they have Earth Shatter, they have Resurrection, they have Sound Barrier, they have everything they want to be able to win this next point. Now the one after it, if they don't get it here, is going to be a lot less powerful.
I'll take a look here. We do have Icefeld here with the Graviton Surge at the ready. Looking for it, and he's just going straight in. Will they get the follow through? Sadie is going to be coming in over the top. Doesn't have a depth, or doesn't have a barrage, but might not need it. Sound Barrier though gonna undo the worst of that. As Sadie and Fraggy getting 2 kills here from defense. Defense looking decent here thus far. Fraggy at 20 HP, still managing to live. Still has Earthshatter at the ready, and just getting really helped out here by Zappis in the backline. Zappis picks up 2.
They're totally fine here. I mean, it was a really nice Sound Barrier to counter the Graviton early on, kept everyone alive out of that. They're just cleaning this up now. It is only Ciani who lives briefly before taken out by an opposing rocket, chipped down again by Himsy. Full wipe, so now they have to go. The good thing for the offense is this next push isn't going to be as bad as I thought it was, because they didn't bust everything, and they also ended up getting a barrage up during it. So it is really going to be on the back of this Earth Shatter. If Ruster can get a good one and start off with a couple nice entry kills, they should be in decent position, but Zave is really far away from a res, uncharacteristically.
Well, a lot here is going to depend here on Ruster and Sandy. If Ruster can get a big Earth Shadow, Sandy can fall through, it'll be great. Perhaps not as red. Sandy goes for the barrage, it's immediately taken out by Mafu. That was the exact opposite of what he needed. Zave, though, able to get a kill on to Mafu towards the end. Rez comes out from Lozay, SG-1, new life being given to them. And Zave is dead, so they might be able to take this as Himsy now, doing all sorts of work in the back, fighting against Zarya. Has to Wraith form out, but not going to matter. SG-1 clearing out the point, and Hex, this should be it. They hold right before second, and 2sTroNk is in trouble.
It wasn't really Zave's fault, because he had to bust out the pistol to try to make some hero plays to get the Resurrection charged up, because that's how low he was going into that fight. So him taken down, but man, they had, what, 5, 6 good pushes there. They could never get everything together. They also ended up getting killed a lot of times before getting ults off. That's why the ults were so staggered there. They're never able to combo it in the way that they think they wanted it. And now it's mostly just get second point, and it's the first map for SG-1.
Yeah, for SG-1, all they have to do now to win this map is simply come forward, go to this yellow square that's right here. This is the furthest that 2sTroNk was able to bring it. If they get here, that is it. They win this map, and they're up 1-0 here in this lower bracket final. Winner of this goes on to fight Nubris.
Yeah, Nubris patiently waiting for the winner of this. I mean, right now, SG-1 just looked much stronger. Their coordination seems overall a little bit better than 2sTroNks, and I mean, maybe this is a little bit leaking over from 2sTroNk versus One Shot, but they just seem a little bit off. Everything seems a little bit sloppy. Second late here, their second late there is really costing them some of these fights. So we'll see if they can pull it back together on defense. They're going to put Sieni on a defensive Genji, which is an interesting pick to say the least. You don't often see a defensive Genji on King's Row first. Ruster and Manitin will play a pair of tanks and Reinhardt's. And Roadhog, Icefelt will add in yet again on a defensive Zarya, Zave on the Mercy, of course, and Mineral will play the Reaper. So a single support triple tank.
Defensive Genji really not the worst idea here, just because of the nature of how people clump up on King's Row. You can get some very high value Dragon Blade, so I don't think it's bad at all. Meanwhile, though, looking here at the offense, it's going to be Zappis on the Hanzo, Seda on Lucio, Himzy on the Roadhog, Laze on Mercy, Fraggy on the Zarya, and Mafu going to be in the air as Mafu, or as Pharah. I mean, clearly he's already Mafu, but he here is going to be Zappis. If Zappis is able to get the pickoffs he's looking for, this will go very quickly for SG-1. If not, they're just going to be struggling, hoping that Hanzo gets him. Very feast or famine is this hero. But Himzy gets the first pick on the roster. There's no shield tank, and this is a massive opportunity now for the offense. Himzy getting another pickoff. Himzy has been having himself a banner day in all ways right now, Hex. They're moving forward. Mineral saying feels bad. And SG-1 has all they need here to potentially make this a very quick capture.
Yeah, Sieni down Zappis, takes down Icefelt as well. Zave nowhere near his resurrection. He actually gets killed before it happens at 75. This is going to be a very quick... what are they asking for?
I'm just like, can we remake for defense?
I claim this objective.
Oh, wait, did Ruster Okay.
Oh, they had a DP.
That's not a troll. I guess Ruster did actually DC.
Okay. Well,
that would explain the very quick pickoff. I mean, usually you don't see that happen.
SG-1 says yes, so they're being sportsmen about it. Honestly, they don't have to. They don't have to at all.
He said something. I think I crashed. He wasn't very definitive on the. He's like, "Do you crash or not crash? If there's any doubt, just remake." Yeah. So yeah, what? Okay, they have a good point.
110.62 is the distance achieved by the cart. We are going to remake after the crash. Good sportsmanship there. I mean, there's no pause button, so DCs are dealt with, but just keep playing. Unless the one team wants to, you know, if it happens that early, it's usually fine to go back. So,
yep.
We're going to remake.
And it's one of those things there where, by the way, just a note here, SG-1 did not have to agree to remake, but they were being sportsmanlike about that. That's always one of those things where people get a little bit questionable on things where they go, well, don't let the teams decide, because then if they don't agree, then you make it seem like they're not sportsmanlike. If they didn't want to remake, it would be just as fine. No salt on that, but Ruster says before you push in, I DC'd.
Yeah, I mean...
They're saying thanks for the remake.
I think if that goes another 30 seconds, I mean, I would never blame a team for not remaking, actually. I mean, a win's a win. That's the conditions that we have set. We don't have a pause, so it's just, well, what are you going to do? You know, you can't recreate the conditions in Overwatch at all. So it's not like you can just come back and be like, oh, let's just put him at 60%, let's put this person at this damage. So remakes are an unfortunate part of the game, but since it happened so early, it's not the hugest of deals. They need to get to 110.62 meters to be able to beat that distance there. And so, no problem. We're just going to restart.
That's one thing that we're glad we figured out. I mean, it's pretty obvious in retrospect, but when the system first came out, I said, wait a second, what happens if we do have to remake? Because you don't get the yellow circle, but because the meters are recorded, that is effectively our yellow circle. So yeah. It's not a big deal. I mean, we just have to go back to lobby when it is done. We won't get to play the match, but it's all right. Getting a proper remake is definitely of a higher priority. Plus, we get into the match where the defense is on blue, and it's just like the good old days, X.
Yeah, now it will be much less confusing here. So they are still running that defensive Genji. I don't know if they've really worked out well for him, but I think maybe just Sieni's not feeling his Pharah right now. He had a couple of good games on it, but the last maybe 2 or 3 maps, he's been a little shaky on that Pharah, I think, to say it best. Especially the Dorado map, I think, is when it started to fall apart for him a little bit. So we'll see. They are running this triple tank both on defense and offense. Of course, I mean, to say triple tank, it's not tank in the traditional like MOBA term of it, because really Roadhog is absolutely puts out so much damage, and so does Zarya under the right conditions. Zarya is actually even more of a support, which is why you can flex them on. I mean, the lines of what heroes are in Overwatch are so blurry.
Alrighty, well, take a look here at the defense as it sets up once again here for the side of 2sTroNk. It's going to be Ruster on the Reinhardt, Mineral on Reaper, Manitin on the Roadhog, Seini on the Genji, Icefeld on Zarya, and Zave going to round it out here on the Mercy. And we'll see if they have a better time holding here now that Ruster is not disconnected.
It should be a little better. you know, Reinhardt's a little bit important to your defense. Fraggy gets the first kill there.
You say it should be better, and then 2 quick kills here for SG-1. They got the pickups they needed, nothing too flashy, and now Ruster in the back. He's swinging hammer. KDTC again? That looked a little bit weird, but it doesn't matter. They are getting absolutely ruined here, and SG-1, no time really lost.
Hello.
No, that might have been better, actually. That might have been a faster time for SG-1. I mean, I guess if I'm nitpicking, the downside is that Fraggy didn't do as much damage as everyone else, so he's only got 50% of barrage, but the dream combo, the best combo in all of Overwatch is about to get set up here, and that's going to be Dragon Strike and Graviton Surge. The Hanzo combo.
Dragon Strike into Graviton Surge is a huge combo if you are able to pull it off.
Nearly indefensible. You can Sound Barrier and hope. Transcendence helps, but who has Transcendence?
I don't know, though. I think they might use it before Zarya gets ult here, the Dragon Strike does, because Zarya potentially about to go down here, only at 81%. We'll see. Himsy, though, able to get pick-up. Zappos with the fall-through off of the Dragon. The Dragon is sated. Down goes Lucio. Defense trying to get right back into this. Saini going off in the back line. Rez comes out.
That's on both sides.
Yeah, the fight is effectively reset here. Take a look at this, Saini right now getting right into the back, going to get hooked in by this Graviton from the defense, or from the attack. Zappos on the double kill. Who needs a Dragon anyways? You just get 2 arrows while people are in the Graviton.
Arrows themselves are actually pretty sharp and strong. He's already back at 85% after that last Dragon too, so they're going to have that up for this next area. This next area is actually really good for a Dragon too. It's just one long hallway. So they're going to be pushing forward, trying to get a couple more arrows in here.
Well, remember here is that if they get to 110, they've effectively already won, and they're getting awfully close to that. The Dragon is on the way again, going to zone them out as the cart just continues moving forward. Earthshock comes down, knocks down at least 2. It was pretty big coming out from the side of Ruster, but he paid for his life with that. Here comes Saini, defensive Dragon Blade on the way, looking for Laze. Laze will be cut down. We'll get Mafu, gets a double kill. Saini doing a little bit of regulation here for the defense, and 7 meters shy of the goal. SG-1 going to find themselves going back to base.
Yeah, an enormous res by Zave, who is already at 70% again on his res. And again, the Dragon Blade just absolutely did the work it needed to get there. Siene on that Genji playing really well. Took down Laze in that fight, which is the key pick, as always, on the Mercy. Now defense can hold very far forward. They're going to try to get some chip in. I don't think they're going to commit to a giant fight over the top here.
Defense has to hold for such a long time. Over 4 minutes to hold here. Easier said than done, and look at the offenses that come in. They do have Barrage at the ready. Mafu's been having a pretty good day. He's coming in over the top. They don't have to rush it, but you can look for poke and wait as an opportunity. He's going to go right in. Soundbarrier looking tough from defense there, rushing this in. Icefelt on the way. Lucio going super deep. Saini, though, gets taken out, so they might have gone a little bit too far. They weather the storm, and now they're not going to have a defensive Soundbarrier up for the next fight.
Ooh, it's a couple quick picks, though, on the defense, though. Icefall goes down at 100%. That might open things up, knowing that they're not going to go into a Graviton. They feel it's that important. They solo res Icefall. Here comes the Graviton.
Here's the Graviton into the Deadeye. The shield, though, going to mitigate the worst of it. They don't get what they're looking for there. Justice raining from Mafu over the top. Zappos with the fall through. 2 are down. There's not going to be a res. Zave is down. This is an absolute catastrophe here for the side of 2sTroNk. And SG-1 going to move forward. They will get to the point. We're going to go to map number 2.
Yeah, they rezzed Icefeld at 100%. It was a solo res, bringing him up just around the corner so that he could Graviton and they could fight into it. But then when that happened, they went all in, not able to get the kills because that shield was up. They actually whole hogged out of the Graviton, got the kills back. And then, you know, Zave going down is absolutely it. He didn't have res up anyway, so...
Alrighty, well, we'll see what the next map is going to be. It will be the choice of 2sTroNk. We'll see if they can bring things back. They did have a very good game just a little bit ago against One Shot, so they have it in them, but SG-1 has been just ruthless as of late. They've really come up, and they've raised their standing in my eyes. I mean, what they've been doing to other teams, it's been great. And Dorado will be the next map.
All right, so Dorado, if SG-1 is able to pull it off, they will be going back to a rematch against Nubris. Which was a winner's bracket earlier. A good set, so they're looking to get that set up, whilst 2sTroNk is looking to take this to a map 3.
Not.
Yeah.
So, 2sTroNk, if they want to live in this tournament, they will have to get through Dorado. They will have to go to map number 3, which, by the way, is Hanamura. Hanamura is in this map pool, Hex. So
that's what I was trying to look up because I that's why my brain stuttered out there. I'm like, wait, I think it was Hanamura. It can't be Hanamura. It is Hanamura.
Well, welcome to the age of Hanamura, Hex. It's been in the map pool twice here. Actually, 3 times, I think. Yeah, it's been in the map pool 3 different times here today. It did get played once. And if 2sTroNk is able to take out SG-1 here, we will be going to it yet again. So 2 CP maps, they are in the pool. They're not super favored, but every now and then they do get played. But take a look here at the defense as they roll out here for the side of 2sTroNk. It is going to be Ruster, not on the Lucio. He's swapping off to Reinhardt, just speed boosting out the others a little bit earlier. Zave going to be on the Mercy. Saini on Pharah, Icefeld on Zarya, Maniton on the Roadhog, and Mineral might be the one, not a Lucio, but the one true Torbjorn instead.
Yeah, he was on the Torb to start out too, and he was on this before. I don't really know why they're running it. They're one of the only teams that runs this Torb onto Dorado defense. They must see something that I don't think it's been super effective for them, but hey, it's their style. They're going to run it, and we'll see if it works out for them. Offensively, to try to deal with that turret, they're going to have a couple of options, as Mafu's going to be on Pharah, Zappis will play the Hanzo, Fraggy on Roadhog, Seta on the Lucio, Lizay on Mercy, Himsy on Reaper. So no tank here. We've seen this before. You swap out your Reinhardt with a different kind of hero. You're not running Reinhardt, you run Hanzo instead. That tries to mitigate the tank that you're going against and trying to crack that early Reinhardt shield as well. Get some early picks, get a dragon going through this arch.
So offense right now looking for poke. Dorado, of course, for those who haven't seen too much, it's really defined by the defense having a lot of advantages here in the courtyard. And the offense has to take their time. They can't be too aggressive. But once they find an opportunity, they'll go in. And that opportunity might be made by Zappis, of course, the offensive Hanzo. Feast or famine, but can get big picks early on. But oh my goodness, the offensive Roadhog gets hooked right back. Maniton winning that hog-on-hog battle. 65 in favor of the defense. And this is where the offense probably wants to back out as Himsy gets domed in turn.
Get in there.
Super aggressive there. You know, it's really interesting when you see a Roadhog taking a breather. You think you're going to be able to get enough damage there, but he just heals so fast that he just turns on you, busts you in the face with his own shotgun, and a couple of really kind of strange deaths early on for SG-1.
Counter coming up from Maniton again, winning the hog-v-hog battle, but here comes Zappis, does land the headshot arrow that he's looking for, gets the double kill, makes it a triple. Simple geometry paying off right now. It forces out the res from Zave. Offense does not have this just yet, but they have a res of their own, so if they want to be aggressive, this is a window of opportunity. The other Mercy does not have a res, which will last for about another 5 seconds because of how quickly Mercy charges ult. And I'm only half kidding when I say that.
Yeah, they're running tankless now. Fraggy switched off of the Roadhog. He's on Tracer now.
A little interesting.
Enemy turret destroyed.
I don't know about running tankless here. I feel like you need a Reinhardt. Not having a Reinhardt versus Reinhardt, it's not the greatest of looks. Sometimes it works, but right now the defense is totally happy with this. Maniton even able to pick out Lizay. There won't be a res. The Earth Shatter comes in. And Mafu right now coming over the top, eats one rocket. Will he eat another? He's forced back if nothing else.
I mean, I'm not sure what they're going for with this comp. Maybe it's to really try to pressure the back line. Maybe Fraggy can hit a pulse bomb. Yeah, he's going to switch back onto this Roadhog. I think what happened was after they got a couple kills with Zappis' Dragon, Fraggy thought they were going to really push, and so he wanted to be there for the fight because he had just recently died. So he wanted to get in there, switch to the Tracer. The rest of the team decided not to fight right then. Here comes another Dragon.
The Dragon is on the way, so is the Soundbearer. The offense making their move, rushing right in, directly through the point, but they did not get the forecast. Justice raining from above, takes up both Zappis and Fraggy. Lizay does not have a res right now, and offense is getting pushed right back. They only have 2 members left up. It's Lizay in the back trying to build res with the pistol. Not gonna be enough.
Speaking of only 2, they only have about 2 good pushes left on this first point. Otherwise, they're going to be full health. Himsy takes down Maniton, so that's a decent start there. They've got some ults to work with here. They're back on a tank. Fraggy misses his early hook.
They're moving in. Here comes the speed boost. Mafu now on the way, gang to the backfield. Still hang on to the barrage. Ruster and Mineral, though, get 2 kills to start the fight. And Lizay, he's going to res. So the res is out. Zave is down. This is a big opportunity for the offense. There will be no res for the defense, and I think they should have this. There's 4 kills to their name. No res is left. They got this.
Yeah, Himsy just speed danced to the back line, got his Death Blossom up, and all he was targeting was that Mercy there. Got that down. They were able to res everything back up. They're finally going to cap this point.
All right, so they get the extra time they needed, and that was getting really close for SG-1.
Yeah.
If they didn't get that there, they very well could have lost this game on point A, and we'd very likely be looking at Hanamura. We still could be. It's been a good defense so far, but they're going to have to prove it here in the streets phase.
Got the flank hog in full effect here as Fraggy's coming through the bank here, or church rather, and he's going to try to get a hook. He does hook. Wraithborn's out. I think he should have just flanked freely and gotten this whole hog up, knocked everyone off the cliff. I think the hook was greedy.
Maniton took out Fraggy there, so yep, the offense going to be down 1. Defense just looking down from on high, and here comes Ruster. Will he drop the hammer? He's thinking about it, but for now he's just going to back out. In fact, they go a little bit too deep as Zappis is able to punish Icefeld.
I don't know, Fraggy, like, why would you hook a Reaper there? You're not going to get the kill, and then you lose all aspect of element of surprise.
Zappis right now laying the damage on 76. Doesn't have the greatest vantage point given how people are on the high ground, but they're pushing up the payload, and SG-1, they're getting the progress they need right now. So let's look at this. Reaper's in the back. Reaper in all sorts of trouble. He's going to try and Wraithform away. Not sure he's going to be able to, but Sani and Ruster on the other side, they do pick up 2 kills. Himsy and Zappis are down. Muffin looks for the barrage, but is immediately taken out. Rez comes out here from the defense. And this isn't looking too bad for them. You have Sani here in the back looking for Lizzie. One more rocket, and he just goes for the barrage. Doesn't want to risk the res.
Yeah.
Fraggy turns tail, gets taken out as well. And the defense going to hold once again.
Silver lining, they made him burn the barrage when he might not have had to. I mean, I guess that's how you have to look at it, though. Himsy's going to pressure the card a little bit. They want to get it through. Yeah, Ruster says NA ult. It's of note that both these teams are EU, so that is definitely meant to be an insult. Why can't we just all agree UK ults? Doesn't everyone
Yeah, I mean,
there?
what happened to UK? What happened to Brexit? Trick chat, please. But here comes the Earth Shatter coming down here. Ruster not getting what he's looking for. Almost goes down as a result. Icefeld, though, will take out Himsy, so it's not a total disaster. They have to burn Tac Visor and Earth Shatter for that, though, so not the greatest use of resources coming out right now from the side of 2sTroNk.
Yeah, getting a little stalled out here. I think they're going to try this different angle. They're coming to the right. This is essentially what you see when teams fail to take the high ground easily on the front end. They all start rotating around the back, trying to get something a little different going. They're creep walking. They're all going slow. The defense hears this, though. They're trying to move.
Maniton uses Death Blossom probably a little bit early. I think he only did a little bit of damage to Fraggy there. But still, the defense picking up the first 2 kills on that. Mafu on the Sani. Laze, though, able to res up all the fall, and the offense back up to full strength, coming in over the top. Zappis just gunning people down with that Tac Visor. 4 kills here. Mineral able to res the defense, and here comes the defense. Res sound barrier for themselves. Pretty close fight here, and will they be able to turn it? Mafu, though, takes out Mineral on the back. Zappis on the Icefeld. 3 kills here for the offense. This is exactly what they've been waiting for. Sani's still alive. He's going to go down. And Maniton went down early in the fight, so that's it. Full team wipe.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again tonight. If you can get your Soldier 76 isolated on this backside here, then it really throws the defense in a weird position. Like, where do we go? We have to go forward to fight, and then you're running into the grinder that's set up there. Or you have to stay back, and you're getting picked up by that Tac Visor. That pincer move has been the way successful teams have taken Dorado second tonight.
Well, Zappis piling on, able to take out Zave. Zave just not in the right place, not the right time, and this gives the offensive time as Ruster. I don't know why Ruster's teabagging there in that situation. You're under assault. I mean, he did kill the other Reinhardt, but...
We've seen that Reinhardts only care about killing the other Reinhardt. Everything else is inconsequential to them.
Himsy, though, he did not check his corner. Himsy was right there, able to take him out. 2 extra kills here for the offense. They are moving forward. Zave's still quite a ways away from a res by Mercy standards anyways. As the offense keeping the payload moving, they are almost at their final destination. Tactical Visor now coming in here from Zappis. Takes out Zave. There's not a res again. This has been a rough few minutes for Zave. As Zappis picking up the triple kill. This is going to be it. In comes the rain from above. That's going to be it. 1:24 on the time as they cap. There you go. Ruster saying UK, they're getting it. I actually wonder, are they listening to the cast?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I know that pros do listen to this, guys. Trust me, I speak to them all the time. They tell me what I got wrong very often. Very little did they tell me how much I got right. But, yeah, I know sometimes I get one thing right. You throw enough darts, you're going to hit the bullseye here and there.
Applies to so many things in life hacks. But we are getting into the next game. It is going to be 2sTroNk, or next game, next round. 2sTroNk on the attack, SG-1 on the defense. red is the defense nowadays. It still throws people for a loop. Hopefully it won't throw you for a loop, but the teams do keep their colors, so take a look here at the defense coming out here from the SG-1 side. It is going to be Fraggy on the Lucio, Himsy on Roadhog, Mafu on the 76, Zappis on Junkrat, Lizay on Mercy, and Seda gonna round things out here on the Symmetra.
Yeah, and SG-1 did win the first map. I'm not sure the overlay is correct, just reading chat here, but SG-1 is up 1-0 on, they did win King's Row. They did finish out this map in a rather good, well, I mean, they finished out the map, not the best of times, but if they can hold at any point in the map, they will be taking this 2-0, moving back up to the winner's bracket to try to stop that is going to be 2sTroNk. On their offense, it is going to be Ruster on that Reinhardt. Sini, I think is how you pronounce it. Is that how you've been saying it?
Sani. Yeah, it's like you say, like, I'm saying something and then ni. Sani.
Sani. Okay. Okay. Someone said you were saying it right and I was saying it wrong, so I'm asking for advice. Sani will be on Pharah. Icefeld will be on the Zarya. Zave on Mercy. Manitin is going to run the Hanzo for them and Mineral on Lucio. So Icefeld has pretty much just been a Zarya main tonight. I haven't seen him on anything else.
You know what I think we need for Hanzo? We have a Gambler McCree skin, but really we should have Gambler Hanzo. Just given the nature of Hanzo arrows, where you sort of throw them around a wall and hope that something hits. But Manitin is moving in, Sonic Arrow is out. And will Geometry class be in session? Manitin certainly hopes so as he moves in here from the side.
So the first push is going to be their best push on the offense here because that teleporter is going to be trying to get up. They need to be avoiding these orbs as they come through. We haven't seen an offensive Winston, I feel, on this map in forever.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. Double Winston used to be very much in vogue. I think it's just the nature of the courtyard isn't as great for just big Russians, but oh no, Manitin able to get the, or Fraggy got the hook there. Manitin goes down, not able to get a whole lot there, and that very quick defensive pick as Mafu takes out Sani right out of the sky. SG-1 with 2 quick defensive kills here, and a little bit of a rough start here for 2sTroNk.
That's such a cool strategy, though, with all those Symmetra turrets over there. You hook them in, and you're getting so much damage for your Symmetra getting that teleporter charge. Seda's almost at 90%. I mean, you pull him right into the car wash.
So offense resetting here. Offense, of course, in the blue. Manitin still looking for the arrow of his dreams, not getting it to here just yet. Speed boost is out. He's moving way deeper in. Simple Geometry could be on the menu in just a second. Sani does get to the back while they were looking at Hanzo. He gets the double kill. Lizay is down. He's looking for more. There will be no res. And this is exactly what 2sTroNk needs. Sani eventually goes down, but his job is done. Meanwhile, though, here comes the tire. Will this be the game saver? Comes in over, and Mineral stops it right before a 3K.
Teleporter was up, so they are reinforcing now. It might just be throwing good money after Badger.
Oh no, the Graviton Dragon Strike comes out. The Dragon feasts, gets the double kill. Icefeld moving in. We do have the Tac Visor out here from 76. Will rifle butt Icefeld down, but the Winston just going to electrocute him out. There we go. Finally, Symmetra falls, and that is going. There's a Tracer here, still delaying, still buying a little bit of time. Still go down here, but this is buying valuable seconds here for. Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not gonna, be all that game changing, but it's gonna allow the defense to maybe set up a defense onto this high ground here, which without those 5 or 6 seconds, they would have had a much harder time doing, as they were able to get Fraggy up on this Reinhardt to take this high ground.
Payload in transit.
Alrighty, so offense is getting onto the payload. They are moving forward. They still have decent time. This wasn't the worst first point attack, but we'll see if the defense can stall them out here right on last.
Still running this Hanzo here. You generally don't see it after first point because they just don't really have the angles to get a lot of work done. I think they're just using it to try to maybe crack the shields here. They're also trying to get their Soldier 76 through the back line. They saw how effective it was against them.
Sani tried to go through the building, having no luck. Zappis just taking him out immediately. Ruster way in the back. He's going to go down. So 2 members of the offense going down. They did push a payload quite a bit, but now the defense are going to swarm right in. They're going to push everyone back out. Fraggy being super deep. Look at Zappis. Zappis just moving in. Left clicks all the way.
Just back out. What are you guys doing up there?
He's a little bit too deep, though. For McCree, you don't have the mobility to get out of there if things go bad. So, not the greatest, and he's not going to be able to be rezzed up either. Sani now going into the back line, takes out Himsy. This is a bit of a mistake here for SG-1.
A little too far forward, definitely being punished for it. I mean, this is what you see when a team really rolls hard through first point, is that they send their Pharah up front because it's so good at denying the access point, which is the one you want to get anyway, the one through the doors to take the high ground. Now they're going to be in the low ground. Zap is going to try to get... Oh my god!
McCree just got destroyed. The rocket directly into him. Cancels out the high noon. 2 kills here for the offense. Rez coming in immediately here from Lizay. He pays for it with his life. Zappos now over the top gun, try and defend this, but all the momentum right now in favor of 2sTroNk. But perhaps not for long. Zave goes down. There's not going to be a res here for the offense. And defense slowly starting to fight this back. A big charge by Fraggy. Down goes Winston. And slowly but surely, defense is fighting this back.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's only Seta versus 2 on the card, but Lucio is going to get in there. He's going to get friends coming to back him up, and yeah, they see it. They back out immediately. They don't want to fight that underhand, and now that the reinforcements are coming for the offense, Sieni takes out Lizay. That might be it. The attack visor is coming off from Himsy over the top. Mafu's going to barrage. They are all in on holding this defense.
Yeah, the defense is rushing back in. They are chaining deaths, though, and I wonder if this is the best idea for how this is going.
They're chaining deaths and ults is the problem. I mean, Lizay died there as well. I mean, Himsy tried to get his attack visor going. He's going to switch off, so that makes a little bit of sense. Mafu used the barrage as well, though, so they're not going to have that up. They're getting absolutely bodied up front here.
Yeah, the offense is able to keep the momentum going. And for SG-1, they sort of collapsed, and then they were hoping to stabilize in a last-minute type of way, but maybe they just threw too much good money after bad. Either way, taking a look at the time, we have about 2.5 minutes remaining right now for the side of 2sTroNk. They absolutely can do this. They just need the next fight to go in their favor. They do have Barrage, they do have Dragon Strike. Will the Dragon feast? We're going to find out, and I don't know about this positioning here against this is, oh no, not like this. Here comes the Dragon, gets 1 kill on the Lucio. They're lucky it's not more. He got Zappos as well. Here comes the Barrage coming over the top from Sadie. Lizay is removed from the game. Oh my goodness, you could not get a better Dragon Strike location than that. Zappos and Fraggy, though, they're being the heroes. They're pulling this back despite the casualties.
Wow.
SG-1 is so lucky that that did not end up worse, given how they positioned. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's a hallway designed to get Dragon Strikes, and they just walked right into it. They know they're still running a Hanzo. You can hit tab and see they're still running a Hanzo. That could have gone so much worse. So much worse.
Yep, and time-wise, you take a look at it, they did buy themselves a lot of time. Only 1:40 remaining right now for the side 2sTroNk. Their tournament life is on the line. Will we visit Hanamura, or will we go to the grand finals? Sadie getting saved here by the Sound Barrier. Ends up going down the ice belt. Attack visor doing all sorts of work. Looking for a little bit more, but the Earth Shatter coming in at the very last moment from the Reinhardt. He's going to go down, though, as Manatin. He got way into the back as Reaper got the double kill, and they're moving forward. Hex, they have the time. 1:15 remaining here on the clock. This payload is going to go straight to Hanamura if they get it here in 1 more second. Himsy, though, got on here in time. Here comes defense. Death Blossom on the way. Sadie, though, with the immediate punish. As the offense right now trying to put the final touches on this. Here comes a Death Blossom from Manatin going on the cart, and that is it. Pack your bags. We are heading to Japan. Hanamura on the menu.
Yeah, for those of us, for those of you joining us a little bit later, we've already been to Hanamura today. We saw this earlier in the day. It was completely back and forth, a little bit bonkers, a little bit bananas, but it's Hanamura. It's fun. We're definitely running the new time bank rule. It is not simply stopwatch, so we're going to go back and forth on this map a couple of times, more than likely. So, yeah, Saini saying, rest in peace, sleep. Because these teams are European. It's very late over there now. It's late here for me, and I'm in North America. That's all right. I guess it just feels late.
There's a stopwatch or time bank. It is time bank here on Hanamura. Buckle up, get a seat. This can last for quite a while if the offenses are good. As Ruster says, 4 a.m., some nice Hanamura. What's better? Well, this is what you get when you sign up for an NA tournament, but it has been good play from 2sTroNk, good play from SG-1. 1-1. They're going to settle it right here on Hanamura. Here we go. Or maybe not, because the thing is, if it's a tie, the tiebreaker is a King of the Hill map. So, look out, world.
Yeah, Ruster's had a good attitude. Ruster's been enjoying himself, for sure. We've seen all sorts of weird stuff on this map tonight. We've seen Zenyatas, we've seen Bastions, we've seen Torbs, we've seen Divas, we've seen Maze. We've seen everything on this map.
Yeah, I mean, this map, everyone has thrown everything, including the kitchen sink, at each other. I'm kind of hoping for another offensive Zenyatta. I mean, it worked out for Nubris. If people are watching the matches as it went forward, you know, maybe a team can mix that in as they're playing right now. I don't think it's going to happen, though, looking at the teams. Taking a look here at the defense as it rolls out here for SG-1, where apparently teams have changed sides. It's going to be Lizay on the Mercy, Mafu on the Pharah, Seda on Lucio, Himsy on the Reaper, Zappos on the 76, and Fraggy going to be final piece here on the Reinhardt.
I mean, it just goes back to EU just running such standard defenses lately. Like, they don't want to run Symmetras, they don't want to run Torbs. Even on Hanamura, they're going to run this super standard style of defense. And, you know, more power to them. Offensively, they're not doing anything a little goofy either. It's just going to be Icefeld on Reaper. Zave is going to be playing Mercy. Manitin on Zarya. Ruster will play Winston. Mineral on Lucio. Saini will be playing the Genji. I mean, I guess Genji's a little bit different than we generally see. But when we saw this earlier today, it was Bastion and Maze and everything. So very standard play coming out from these EU teams.
All right, Chad just alerting that we're going to Hanamura. We are here. It is underway. The offense is moving forward, and I'll tell you this much. Offense has been very, very good here at Hanamura, usually offensively favored. Lots of ways on offense and set defense up. Unlike pub games where defense seems to have the way to go. Ruster leaping right in here as Winston setting the tone. Icefeld looking for the Pharah pick. Pharah able to slip away, at least for now. 2 kills here from the defensive SG-1, and they are weathering the storm. Mercy is dead. There will be no res. And it's looking pretty good here for SG-1 on the first attack.
Someone had to do it.
Yeah, Himsy had a nice couple early picks there. Now it's just going to be the retreat, but this retreat should be punished as well. Manitin goes down. It's going to slow down the next push as well. And now, I mean, you mentioned it with, I mean, generally you mentioned it from first to second point that the offense has an advantage with the ults, but these failed pushes, every failed push is going to give the defense more and more of an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, that's the flip side to all this, right? Is that the defense, if they are able to hold, they do get ults up, and your job becomes much, much harder. Part of the reason why you see the quick times here is that you win point A, and then you have ults the defense doesn't just roll over them on point B. Might not be the case here, though. The offense moving forward, setting themselves up. Gonna try this yet again. But look at the defense. They do have some ults up already. Zappis has attack visor. He thinks he has people in the sights. Reflecto gonna push him back just a little bit. Still laying in shot after shot. Almost takes out Ruster. He's going to go down. He looks rocket comes in. 3 kills here from the side of SG-1. As Sadie comes out the Dragon Blade, but I don't know, this might be too low, too late. The rest does come out from the offense. They're still in this. Oh my goodness, and the other Reinhardt just get charged off the ledge. It might have happened. Mafu in the back line with the defensive barrage. Gonna be a 3K here for the defense. They're fighting us back. Himsy and Mafu being the true heroes right now.
Yeah, but the only reason they were alive to do so was that really clutch sound barrier earlier. Everyone was so low, and Sieta hit that sound barrier, kept everyone alive at that very early initiation. The res came off, and it was a really nice, as you mentioned, Mafu, a really nice barrage over the top to take down a couple. Post-resurrection puts you in a great position with the 6v4. They're able to capitalize on that.
So Himsy going in. Gonna be looking for another opportunity here. The beat is being dropped here from the offense. They don't have that much time left. Mineral able to take out Fraggy, and here comes Himsy. Goes for the Death Blossom, doesn't get it. 2 kills now on the offensive end. Icefeld ready to drop the Death Blossom in just a moment. In the thick of things, it's gonna happen from the defense first. Gets absolutely nothing on it. Just need, Hellfire Shotgun Blast for good measure. It's the offense. Nothing too crazy there, but good solid mechanical play. They're going to take point A, and they've bought themselves extra time.
The really nice thing, too, is this offense is going to somehow go into the next point with an ultimate advantage. They're going to have Death Blossom. They're going to have Dragon Blade. They're going to try to rush this down as quickly as possible.
They're going to be going right in. Icefeld looking for an opportunity.
Yeah, they're set up top. Both tanks go in here poke. Ruster's now all alone as everyone else backs out. It seems like Ruster didn't get the memo.
Zappis was looking to get in on Zave. Not going to happen. Just going to turn his view on the actual point. Zave is still alive right now. Zave could do a res, but I think people died a little bit too far back, so they're going to wait for respawn to go in a little bit better. And I think here's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for the Graviton. They want to do Graviton and the Dragon Blade.
Yeah, but Manitin and Ruster had rolled in, like, dead through the center, and they were like, we're in, and then Manitin backed out. Ruster was already too far in, so he just went with it, died all the way on the point.
Raggy taking out Icefeld pretty early in this fight. Zave's gonna have to res sooner rather than later. Manitin actually almost dead, so 3, 4, 5 kills coming out. Zave, do you have the res? He does have the res, the 5-man res coming out here. Oh no, not like this. The Earth Shatter comes in for the defense. They're not done yet. They're rolling right into that. Icefeld does Death Blossom towards the end, but I don't know. 3 kills here from the offense are coming back in. The res comes out though. Pretty back and forth. The defense should be able to hang on, but we're kind of saying at the very end. But
yeah,
do count them out when the rocket hits them like that.
Well, offense has the advantage on first point as far as reinforcing goes. They're a little bit closer. Defense has a huge advantage on second point, of course, as far as reinforcing goes. We saw that come in there. Also, the much later resurrection helped them out a great deal. That was absolutely chaos up top as it was just extremely back and forth. A huge Earth Shatter came off. The sound barrier again from Seta really saved them in a lot of a precarious situation as they were Graviton.
Alright, so offense moving in once again. The main ult to their name is the Earth Shatter, but he's taken out immediately. Mopped with the rockets from the backline. Again, take a look at Himsy. Himsy does have Death Blossom at the ready. He just drops right down, kind of overexposed here. He's gonna have to wait for him back in a moment, but Mafu and Himsy just piling on here, and this has been really good for SG-1. They're buying so much time off the time bank. They have to defend here for another 5 minutes, and how good would it be for them if they actually do the full hold?
That'd be insane. We saw this map earlier today, and it went back and forth, I think, 4 times on first and second point here. But this defense has been the strongest defense we've seen all day. They're trying anything they can to crack it. Icefeld is coming up on McCree. Manitin was on Widow. I don't know what happened there. Might have missed a grapple and died. I know she fell off the cliff. Maybe it was a suicide. Maybe decided to switch off to a different
it was the hook. That does happen. Every now and then the hook will bug out. It's not really clear why, but when it does, and you bug out when you're trying to take the flank, I think bad things happen, like just falling to your death. We're gonna watch Manitin just in the off chance he goes for that hook and dies again, but looks like he's taking a more full frontal approach. So, Widow coming in, and this is I'm not sure about Widow coming in from this angle, but they're going to go for it anyway. Speed boost on the way. Perhaps a sign that 2sTroNk running out of some options here. And here comes Attack Visor, though, from Zappis. The defense already killing Ruster. Himsy gang Icefeld. 2 kills for them to start this out. Then you get a Widow pick, but Zave going to get taken out in the back. He did get the res off, but I'm not sure it matters. Zappis is getting everything he wants here in the backfield.
Yeah, it's absolutely cleaned up. Himsy cleans it up yet again. Manitin is alive for now. He's going to be trying to get picks here. What do you think of Widow offense here?
I think it's one of those things where in pubs it's pretty good. In comp games, I'm not sure it's quite as good. In fact, Manitin, he's switching off. He didn't like what he saw. Despite almost having his ult, he's saying, okay, enough of this. He's going to be switching. We'll see what he switches to. Maybe a Reaper, and it will be a Reaper, so.
It makes a ton more sense. I think even getting a couple kills, you have to get like 3 to 4 kills in a quick succession as a Widow here to make it worthwhile. Because you're not going to be a body on the point trying to get things done. You have to be able to pick people off as they respawn too. And with the changes to Widow, it's just so much harder to make those things happen, to really take over a game.
Alrighty, well, while Vaults are going to be a player for both teams, I think Sound Barrier Dragon Blade is absolutely going to be a thing here for 2sTroNk, as well as the Deadeye. Sound Barrier is now out. Sani going for the Dragon Blade, looking for the Mercy. No, not able to connect to the wall, not able to wall climb. It's a good thing that McCree just got the triple kill, because this has not been the greatest Dragon Blade. Does find Zappis at the very end, and SG-1 might be falling here at the very end, in large part due to a big Deadeye coming out from Icefeld.
And this Earth Shatter is up.
Oh no, hammer down from Fraggy. Here comes the defense. Defense isn't done yet. They're coming in. The Sound Bear is out. They can hold this Hex. They're pushing them right back.
They're absolutely going to hold this. Zave went down. The supports are retreating and taken out at the end as Mafu is on this Desperation Diva getting a kill late. And now it's just Sani on the card, or on the point. He's got to get out. Yeah, I saw Fraggy had the Earth Shatter. He got his charge in, able to get that down, and then buys enough time for Lizay to get in there and get the Resurrection off. So, complete reset as defense only has to hold for 2 more minutes to hold on first here.
This has been a phenomenal defense, and usually we see teams trading back and forth multiple times over. The maximum amount of points that 2sTroNk is going to be able to get here is 4, and that's if they cap this before the next minute and 53. If they cap in overtime, this is the only tech they get. But here comes Sandy right now, Dragon Blade on the way, looking for a little bit more hope this time. Just gets no value on that whatsoever. Runs into Himsy, down he goes. Himsy on the double kill. This is kind of brutal here for 2sTroNk. They are getting out-muscled. They're not getting what they need off their ults, as Himsy gets the double kill in the backline. Zave on the point, gonna have to just run away. SG-1 looking pretty good here. They do lose a few people to Ruster towards the end, but Himsy, no one is on Himsy right now, and everyone is paying the price.
I mean, I guess if we're nitpicking, though, that Death Blossom was a little bit unnecessary towards the end. He worked so hard killing everyone to get it. Now he's back at 0, but, I mean, I think he can do whatever he wants right now. He's just killed 4.
So, now only a minute remaining, and I think the best case scenario here for 2sTroNk is that they just get a point period. They probably are not going to cap this with extra time remaining. It would require a huge turnabout here, and for them, I'm not even convinced they're going to get point 2 here. This has been a brilliant hold by SG-1, and they're just going straight up the middle. Winston goes over the top, gets pooped right back down, denied. Earthshatter comes in here from Fraggy, setting up SG-1. Himsy with the fall through on the point. 3 kills in their favor. Mercy is dead. There will be no res. And Soundbearer for the defense just to add on a little bit extra. This is going to be a full wipe in favor of SG-1.
The problem with coming right through the middle and not going through the top or sending at least one person through the top is that you have no idea that Zappa, or not Zappa's, Himsy is up there waiting for you guys to go through the top. But he didn't drop down to the first person he saw or the second. He was waiting to just see when that beam ended, and he got to the back line, took out Zave immediately with a couple Hellfire shotgun shots, and that's essentially it on most pushes. If your Mercy is their first death, you're in real trouble.
Well, they're getting onto a point here. This is do or die. They just need to be in the point period. Zap is just hunting down Lozay. Not able to get it. In fact, Sandy punishes him immediately. First kill going to SG-1, or 2sTroNk here in this desperation deploy. Will this work out right now? Himsy with Death Blossom takes out multiple, gets another double kill. Himsy the rock right now for this SG-1 side.
They're just going to rise up any fallen anyway.
He's on a triple kill right now. He's looking for a little bit more. Will he get the Tracer? Down goes Tracer, and that is going to be it. They hold right there on the last point. And now for SG-1, all they need to do is simply cap last, and that will be it. They will win this map. Conversely, when you look at the side of 2sTroNk, they have to somehow hold on first, which is much easier said than done, given what we've seen here thus far.
Yeah, I'm just really surprised. It's definitely different than what we saw earlier on Hanamura, which went back and forth a ton of times. Himsy just playing in God mode. And I mean, part of that is definitely on 2sTroNk for just not finding an answer for him. That definitely the last push, not coming in through top or sending anyone through top to be able to know where that Reaper is, who's been giving you all sorts of trouble, who's been totally acing your Zave all match. A little bit of a mistake, but a monumental task ahead of 2sTroNk to stay in this tournament.
Yep, not impossible, but man, is it going to be difficult. But we've seen crazier things. We have seen full holds on point A before. It's just rare. It is not impossible. But take a look here at the defense as it rolls out here for the 2sTroNk side. A defense that is on the ropes. It's going to be Zave on the Mercy, Saini on Farah, Icefelt on Reaper, Manitin on the Roadhog, Mineral on Lucio, and Ruster on Winston. I gotta say, I actually take some objection here, the Symmetra not coming out, because they have to go for the extreme long game here. If they get wiped out significantly, one major way, if Zave goes down early, they'll probably lose the first point for free without some sort of safety net. And
yeah.
It's going to be rough.
I tend to agree that going with a sim here would be a little better, but if it's not their style, it's not their style. They don't even run sim on Dorado, so they generally run Torb on Dorado, actually. A little surprising Torb's not out here. I think he's decent on this map as well. They might have somewhat even conceded here just based on where they're holding up front. They are in front room. This is pub style right now.
Yep, I think for him, I think for the side of 2sTroNk right now, they just want a free early wipe to build ults and really set momentum in their favor. This will either be brilliant or this will backfire horribly. Here they go, they're coming in on the flank. Oh my goodness, they take them off immediately. Down goes Zappis. It is brilliant! They take out 3. SG-1 was not expecting this. In fact, they might even global chat and say, what were you guys doing up there? Really?
That was awesome.
All right, so the opening gambit is successful. Well played to 2sTroNk. I mean, are you not entertained?
I'm very entertained. I'm going to have to watch out for that in pubs now, because that was crazy. Usually I yell at my team for holding that far forward, but it definitely worked out for them. And as you mentioned, it's a valid strat, because look at the ult advantage they have now.
Ult advantage very big. Icefelt, though, just getting hammered. Has to go here for the ult. Does get the ult, and he's going to win this. Fraggy is bit off more than get you, Fraggy's like, not like this. Down he goes.
They get the,
meanwhile,
they get the res, though. Can they get the res? Yeah, because Save died.
Yeah, Rosé died. He did get the res off, though. The offense still with a little bit of hope here in this fight. Saying he does have Barrage at the ready. He's going to be going over here in just a moment. Does have the Death Blossom again from Himsy. Himsy, the reliable contributor, always getting a double kill in most of these fights. Moving forward, and the offense doesn't have this yet, but they do have the defense a little bit on the ropes. Himsy looking for this Lucio pick. Not able to get yet. Lucio eating shot after shot. In trouble. The defense giving up position on the point. There's 3 members of the offense on the point. They gotta do something big here soon as SG-1 has them zoned out.
Yeah, Zave died early in that fight, super early, so much so that he's back in it now and gets his resurrection off.
Here comes the barrage from Sandy. Sandy took the long way around, gets one kill, is immediately killed by who else but Himsy. Graviton Surge now coming out as well. Defense trying to make its last gasp here. Not going to happen.
Yeah, not enough.
It is close. I mean, they do have people straight on the point. It's just Himsy and Zappos. In fact, Zappos just died, but Himsy just, what a carry right now for SG-1. Everything going well for him.
He's been playing absolutely phenomenal. There's no other way to say it. He's been playing great. I think he's just going to kind of wait on this point, and they're going to kind of reset here, just change whatever heroes they want to be changed. Fraggy's going to come up on the Reinhardt, so it's going to be a little bit of a slower push just based on how that timing worked out, based on when the defense died. They are going to switch to a Torb on defense. Mineral actually thinks better of it after being on it, switches to a McCree instead.
Well, now, looking at this here, if 2sTroNk wants to stay alive, they're going to have to hold for 7.5 minutes. Nothing other than a full hold will suffice. If they do not full hold, they're out of the tournament. And even if they do full hold, it's merely a draw and we go to King of the Hill.
Yeah, this is where Slasher would come in and say, you only need to win one fight. All you have to do is bank your ults and make it all work. Now, they have Barrage up, they have Sound Barrier. I think they're just going to go in anyway. They don't see Manitin behind. Fraggy's taking off this cliff.
Right now they're taking their time. They do defense on 2 kills here thus far, but Himsy's still alive. I feel like when it comes to SG-1 and what we've been seeing here, you gotta deal with Himsy. I mean, Himsy has been evasive and on the Reaper, but he's been the playmaker for them. He goes to the back, takes out Icefield, will go down.
That's it.
Not quite getting what he's looking for there.
They didn't check behind him when they came up through top. Manitin got 2 kills for free because he was hiding in the corner. It has been Reapers and corners all night giving people troubles.
My ultimate is charging.
Alright, so SG-1 going to reset here in their offense, and they are saving ults right now. Maybe they are heeding Ghost Slasher's advice, because you look at this here, they do have Sound Barrier up, they're about to have Graviton, they have Death Blossom and Barrage. They are banking their ultimates right now, because they know all they need is one good push.
Yeah, one big fight, one big victory should do it, as long as they can get Zave into the Graviton, although he's going to have to play super safe. Now he's flying over there. I wonder if they saw that, they should be pushing, like, they don't have Graviton just yet.
Zave needs to stay away from the pack here, and they're just rolling right in, not wasting any time. Sandy, though, taking out Mafu immediately. 2 people are down here for the offense. Zave, and take a look here, Lizay. Are you going to bring those fallen heroes back up? Yes, you are. Here comes Sandy with the barrage. Does not get what he is looking for. 2 kills here from the offense. And counter justice coming in here from Mafu. Takes out Icefeld, but Mineral, the Deadeye. High Noon is here. 3 extra kills here coming out from 2sTroNk. So very back and forth on both sides.
Yeah.
Gonna hang on at least one more time.
They tried to charge that High Noon because they knew it was absolutely crucial. It did not come off. He was able to actually click it on those little skulls there, gets 2 kills, ends that push effectively. They still do have a couple ults to work with on offense. They are going to switch. Mafu is on 76 now. Zappos does have that Graviton. Zappos and Fraggy. It's going to be the tank ults trying to get this one down. No res for either Mercy.
I don't really like how SG-1 handled it. I think they would have been better waiting for the Graviton, looking for something a little bit more definitive, but now they have Graviton with no really big follow-up. Zappos might go for it anyways, but, you know, saving Graviton for when you have something else, it's not the worst idea. And here comes Death Blossom right into the back line. Himsy able to take out Manitin, though, even as he went for that. Still, 2 kills going in favor of 2sTroNk. Both teams, they've played pretty good defense here thus far. Icefeld able to take out Lizay. There's not going to be another res here out from the side of SG-1. Zave already used his res as well, so this is going to be a resless fight for the rest of it.
Okay, so they had Graviton and they had Earthshatter and both hit 0. Combined 0.
Alrighty, Manitin looking for a little bit more fighting. Zappos in the back. Zappos knows he's not going to the fight. He goes down. 2 extra kills here for 2sTroNk. And yeah, the tank ult's not really doing that much for SG-1 there. And now they're about to be at 4:20 time remaining, so this is rough.
My ultimate is charging.
Yeah, it hasn't looked great for him. I mean, here's the silver lining yet again, is that Himsy's been their carry, and he's got Death Blossom up. So he could just do something amazing and win this for him right now. They have, you know, 3 to 4 good pushes left in them. They got some time left. Just need to be a little bit patient, but yeah, both of those game-changing ultimates got 0 in them.
Alrighty, well, Himsy right now looking for the setup. Does have Barrage at the ready, the most dangerous person on SG-1 in this matchup here thus far. Look at the defense. Oh, defense has all sorts of ults themselves. Is Himsy just getting hit by rocket after rocket? He needs to back out, and I don't know. I feel like SG-1 feels a little bit lost in this final attack as well. This has been interesting.
Hey,
and look at this. The defense fully loaded with ultimates. Himsy does come in here with the Death Blossom. Does not get what he's looking for. Sani with the barrage also getting immediately taken out. Rez coming out here from Zave right here, right now. He's going to live after that Rez. This is interesting as defense does stabilize a little bit. They take out Lizay. Afu going for the tack visor over the top, looking for anything he can get.
Rusker with the Earth Shatter, though, takes down Fraggy. He does die himself. It is very back and forth right now, but it's only 3 up for the offense.
Yeah, the offense slowly getting bled out. I mean, they are getting the kills. Zappis did get both Zave and Sini there. They're keeping on the pressure, but unfortunately, it's only Lucio and McCree back, so the defense should be able to reestablish. And now, 3 minutes remaining. There's only about maybe 3 good pushes left in SG-1. Are we going to have a time go to King of the Hill Hex? Is that in the cards?
I mean, it is a good angle to push, top right. It's one of the better ways to push Hanamura. But at some point, you're being really predictable by pushing top right over and over again.
Oh, Deadeye right now coming out here from the offense. Zappis looking for anything here. Maybe just getting them out of position. Will do damage to the Reinhardt shield. But look at Manitin. He still has Earth Shatter. Mafu taking out Ruster. This is a little bit rough. They're down Reinhardt effectively for free. They've done no damage to the offense. The best look that SG-1 has had for a while. But Zappis, did you overpeak? He overpeaked. Is immediately punished. I don't know why he would do that. And now the defense can run right back in. Earth Shatter, though, comes down. Big Earth Shatter, in fact. Knocks down 3. SG-1 with a much better look than they've had in a while. But the res comes out. The offense is not out of this just yet. Mafu is your attack visor, going to be the game saver right now. He is gunning people down. Has the double kill. Will get taken out towards the end. This is bloody right now on the point.
Yeah, I mean, this Genji's doing so much work from Sani. He might single-handedly bring this back. All right, not going to win.
It's almost there. They have to get onto the point. 2/3 have been captured. Himsy, though, going to get pushed right out by that D.Va. Going to wall climb out of danger. And that wasn't too bad from SG-1. It was really close to them capping it outright, but they do have 2/3, which means they don't need much more on the next push.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier. They finally get some definitive progress there. They are going to be pushing top right.
All right, so Manitin looking at the speed boost. And here comes the possum. Oh no, not like this! The double kill immediately takes out Lizay and Lucio. Things could not have gone any better for the side of Manitin. As Unco randomly messages me, question mark, exclamation point, cash sign. Well, same to you, Unco. Same to you. That's the most random. I don't even. Anyways, 1 minute remaining here in the game. 2sTroNk might be on the verge of a hold, which means we would go to a random King of the Hill map.
Why not?
Hex, it could be Ilios. You never know.
If they have to go to a random King of the Hill. This is the last push coming in. They don't have everything that they want on offense, but there's some stuff to work with. They're going to have their res. They're going to have Earth Shatter. They're going to have Dragon Blade. Pretty much a mirror of ultimates on both sides.
Not watching Himsy here because he has been the difference maker. Sani, though, in the back, got the double kill. Himsy's looking for the same. Does take out Zave. There won't be a res.
First, Zave gets the res.
Jose got the res. This is looking better for SG-1. The Mercy play could be the difference maker as Himsy was able to get all he needed towards the back. They're on the point, and this is danger time here for the defense. And there it is. SG-1 off the blade of Himsy, able to get in there at the 11th hour. They are going to move on to the grand finals versus Nubris.
Play of the match.
My goodness, that was close.
Whew. I mean, we could not have seen 2 more different Hanamuras than the one we saw earlier today in this one.
Heroes never
It's been a Hanamura type of day, but they did finish it out on Japan. The place of a great Overwatch cinematic between Hanzo and Genji, where, let's face it, Hanzo just got utterly destroyed by Genji in that cinematic. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, I mean, physically, emotionally.
He got wrecked on every level. I mean, when it comes to the Shibata brothers, there's no parity there. Genji just destroyed Hanzo.
It's kind of how it
maybe
goes
the part
in the
cyborg
game,
thing
though,
helps.
To be honest, like I played some Hanzo the other night. I was having trouble with Genjis. So he's jumping. There's jumping everywhere. Can't hit him.
Well, next is going to be the grand final. It is going to be Nubris versus the side of SG-1. SG-1 has fought their way back in an epic versus 2sTroNk.
Do we want to ask Nubris where they're playing? It's their choice as winners bracket.
I mean, we can ask them, but the answer is almost certainly going to be North America.
Okay.
We'll get to NA Servers. Last time I was like, hey, do you guys want to go back to the EU? And if they do, shall. All right, guys, so we're going to take a short break here. This is GosuGamers Overwatch Weekly North American Cup. I am ZP, that's Hex. The grand finals coming your way. We'll be back in about 4 minutes as we set that up. Stay tuned. Should be a good one. It's going to be best of 5.